Black's only king move is now moving up, and queen f6 leads to mate, rook g8 leads to mate in a few moves, and you win the rook. And in this position, finally, Joe finds rook 2. Rook takes g6. Bishop takes, king takes. And Joe is down a bishop. Queen and bishop versus queen. He had so many chances, and unfortunately, he found none of them. This is why we always have to practice checkmates. As a beginner, you gotta drill mates in 1. You have to be a killer at finding mates in 1, and then you have to move on to mates in 2. All right? But instead of that, Joe doesn't find it. Joe goes here, pressure on the clock. He probably felt the nerves, and now he is, unfortunately, going to lose this game. But then Joe saw a light. And in this position, despite having a checkmate in 1 about 17 times, Joe got a second breath of life. He played h5. And in this position, Black's queen is stuck. So Black needs to bring the queen around like a car that's parked in a parking lot. Trade the queens, stop White's pawn, win the endgame with their pawns. But Black is rated 166, and after h5 is played, for an inexplicable reason, Black moves the king back 1 square to f8. That move doesn't even begin to make sense. It doesn't begin to make sense because if you have these powerful pieces and you're not in check, you shouldn't move your king. I guess Black thought this was a bishop. Black goes here, Joe continues pushing, and suddenly Joe goes from losing to equal to winning because there is no way for Black to stop the pawns geometrically. The king goes to f7, and now, without even knowing it, Joseph, the new subscriber to the channel, played the best computer move. He just played h5 and h6. What looks like the most natural move in this position? h7. But h7 loses a major chunk of the advantage because the queen can stop the pawn. And if you go here trying to get it through, you might win. But if you make the wrong move, Black survives. So instead of that, after playing h5 and h6, Joseph played the move queen to g7, using his pawn as an anchor for his queen. The Black king completely stuck. He has to move to the back rank. Pawn to h7, and Joe made a monumental comeback in this game. Queen takes d5, he promoted a pawn, and he ladder checkmated his opponent with his 2 freshly minted queens.